My dear students, now today we are going to discuss about grade 11 electrochemistry lesson based on your GCE O-level examination. Today we selected very important area here, comes under the chemistry, because now there are many questions related to the electrochemistry part that we have to answer now during the O-level stream. Now, while we are discussing about this lesson, first of all, now I want to explain now how do we apply best answers for the electrochemistry part regarding the question. So, I selected one of the question you can see in this diagram. Now it was taken from a ministry paper from 2017. Now it is based on the electrolysis part in electrochemistry. Now I think now you can go through the question. Now it is related to the aqueous sodium chloride solution, and now there are two electrodes used there, and regarding that setup we can identify now there are several questions asked there. So before we discuss about the answers regarding to this question, now I like to remind you some basic concepts related to the electrolysis. Now first we have to mention now what is electrolysis is. Now you can mention in the basic definition for the electrolysis. Now we already know when we pass electricity or electric current through a solution or a liquid which could be able to conduct electricity, now there are some chemical changes taken place. Now such process we called as electrolysis. Then now according to this question, now first of all, now let's go through the basic concepts related to the electrolysis. Now here you can see now there are several parts you have to know well. Now one is, now when we arrange this setup, now you can see now there is a beaker or a vessel which containing a liquid. Now that is, now it's already mentioned it as electrolyte. Then first of all we have to know well about what is mean by electrolyte. Now electrolyte means, now we are mentioning if it is a ionic solution, or we can mention a particular solution which conduct electricity, or we can mention a particular liquid which containing ions, that means which could be able to conduct electricity. Now we call it as electrolyte. Then now in our syllabus, now we are discussing several areas regarding to this electrochemistry part. That means in electrolysis, now we use several electrolytes here. Now today question, it is belongs to the aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Then apart from that one, now we are learning that fused sodium chloride. Now what is mean by fused? Now we know that sodium chloride normally exists in solid form. Then now when we heat that solid sodium chloride up to 825 degrees Celsius, then it's formed into its liquid form. Then the liquids containing that ionic form, that means sodium ions and chlorine ions, so that now it will help to conduct electricity. Then fused sodium chloride as well as aqueous sodium chlorides, now those are belongs to some ionic components. So in when we mention about the electrolytes according to our syllabus, now we are discussing that fused sodium chloride, aqueous sodium chloride, then aqueous copper sulfate solution as well as acidulated water. Right. Then now they are conducting electricity through those solutions, therefore they we known as electrolytes. Then there are some that liquids or solutions that won't conduct electricity, that means they are not conducting electricity, they are we called as non-electrolytes. For example, now we can mention, now most of the carbonic solution, that means solvent, just like that petrol, diesel, paraffin oil, now those are not conducting electricity. Therefore, now those things we can't use as electrolytes here, right? Then now there are two conductive materials. Now you can see it is mentioning as A and B there. Now there we are using now normally carbon or platinum rods. Now why they are using? Because now for that solution, now we have to provide electricity. So to provide electricity, those should be, we are mentioning that they should be conductors. But there is an important factor here when we are selecting those conductors, or they are generally called as electrodes. That means the conductive material that we use to provide electricity to the electrolyte we called as electrodes. Now these electrodes, now when we select these electrodes, now we have to consider they should not react with the electrolyte here. Then it's become that now that cell process taken place. Therefore, now here we use suitable material as carbon and platinum. Now why we are selecting carbon and platinum? Then now you already know that carbon as well as platinum, they won't involve any chemical reaction happen in this setup, right? Then now apart from that one, then now these conductors already connected to the power supply, or I mentioned, it is mentioning as the source of electricity. Now this source containing two major terminals, one is we can mention as positive terminal and other one we can mention as negative terminal. Then now one electrode is connected to the positive terminal and other one we connected to the negative terminal here, right? Now further we are discussing now how do we name these electrodes here, right? Then now when we are learning about this electrolysis process, now there are some conventions that we have to follow, or we have to understand properly. Then only now we can get clear idea about the process of electrolysis. Now what the first one, now you can see on the screen here. Now one is, now we can mention, now there are some electrodes. Now we already mentioned, now they are connected. No? Then the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the source of electricity or battery, then now that is we are mentioning as positive electrode, or we known as anode, right? Then other one is, now you know that now there is another electrode which is connected to the negative terminal, then that is known as, we are mentioning negative electrode, or we are mentioning cathode, right? Then what the second concept? Now second one is, we can mention, now there are some that ionic solution we use. Now this ionic solution means the solution containing, there are two major type of ions there. One is we can mention positive ion and other one we are mentioning negative ions. Then now when conducting electricity through the solution, now these positive ions migrate towards to the negative electrodes, and now negative ions migrate or moving towards to the positive terminal, right? That one you should know that one. Then another one is, while that positive ions reach into the negative electrodes, then now they go under reduction. Then what is mean by reduction? Reduction means, now here when that positive ion reach into the negative electrode, it receives some electrons from the negative electrode because its negative potential is higher, so it can provide some electrons to these positive ions. Then these positive ions receiving electrons and then forming molecules here, right? Now that the thing happened. Then within the same manner, now there are some that negative ions reach into the positive electrodes, and now they are releasing some electrons. Then that is we called as oxidation, right? Now here we can mention, now when that earlier I told you the positive ions reach into the negative electrodes and receiving electron, now that is we known as that reduction process. Then this one we can write it as that half that reaction. Then now due to this that reduction half reaction, that terminal we known as cathode. That means if there is any electrode in a setup that happening with the reduction process, or that reduction half reaction taken place there, that is known as cathode. Then other one is, now I told you, now negative ions reach into the positive terminal and then they are releasing electrons. Why? Because now here this setup we have already platinum or carbon electrodes. They are not releasing or gaining electrons. That means no any involvement there. So that now we can identify the negative ions in the solution. They are releasing electrons. So that process we called as oxidation. Then now due to the oxidation, now we are mentioning, now due to that process, now we call it as that terminal is, we can mention anode. Okay. Then now normally we already know if there is a electrodes have that oxidation takes place, that is we known as anode, and if there is a reduction takes place, then it is called as cathode. Then now here, according to the question I selected, now there is a setup. Now this is familiar for you because now that this theoretical part already mentioned in your text also, now regarding to the syllabus. Now here you can see this setup containing sodium chloride solution, right? Now due to this sodium chloride solution, now we can identify, now there are several ions contained in there, right? Now first of all, now we have to understand how this solution, how this aqueous sodium chloride solution is formed. Now we know that now when we take sodium chloride, that solid substances, and we are dissolving it water and forming this solution there. So that now we are using two components here. One is sodium chloride, here you can see there. Then other one is water, right? Now these both substances are separated into ions. That means now here we can mention that sodium chloride, now here it's separated into two ions. That is we can mention that sodium ion and chlorine ion. Then now we can mention when it is separated into ions, within the same manner you can identify that water molecule also separated into ionic form. How? That is separating into hydrogen ion as well as hydroxyl ions. So that now within the diagram you can see, then now below explanation also you can identify now the ionic formation of sodium chloride as well as water. So that now there are mainly 4 ions containing within the solution here. Now what are they? One is sodium ion, other one is chlorine ion, other one is hydrogen ion, and other one is hydroxyl ion. So according to the conventions that we studied earlier, now we know that positive ions migrating towards to the negative terminal. Now you can see there, now within the diagram you can mention that sodium ion and hydrogen ions moving towards to the negative terminal. Then you can see the chlorine ions and hydroxyl ions, that means negative ions are migrating to the positive terminal. So when it is happening here, then there are 2 ions moving there. Now what are the 2 ions that moving towards to the cathode, or we are mentioning negative terminal? One is we can mention as sodium ion, and other one we can mention as hydrogen ions. Then according to the activity series, the element which located at the lower side or bottom of the activity series, then now that is the one which receiving electrons. Then now when we compare with these 2 ions, that means sodium ion and hydrogen ion, which one receiving electrons here? hydrogen receiving electron because hydrogen is less reactive than sodium. Therefore, you can see through the negative terminal, hydrogen gas is released in there. Right? Then other one is when two substances reach into the positive terminal. Two negative ions reach into the positive terminal. One is we can mention chlorine ion, and other one we are mentioning hydrogen ion. Then among these, now which one is most active here? Most active ion is halogens. We are mentioning 7 group elements. That means chlorine ions. Therefore, now chlorine ion releasing electrons and forming chlorine gas. Then you can see within this setup through the positive ion or through the positive electrode, now there is a gas evolving here. That is we called as chlorine gas. Now that is the basic overview of this setup of the electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride solution. Right, based on this knowledge, now we can successfully discuss with the question regarding to this setup here that I mentioned earlier. Right, now let's see the first question there. Then now here, this is that setup I already explained. Now this is the setup that we had for the question here. Then now here, write an observation made in the circuit when a current flows in the external circuit. That means when we provide that current, now what would be happen? Now here I told you, now when that process is happening here, some gas bubbles evolving, now hydrogen evolving from the negative terminal as well as chlorine evolving from positive terminal. So we can mention evolution of gas bubbles from X and Y both electrodes here. Now if you are having a question, now no need to explain again and again that it is mentioning with X and Y. You can write the answers also by using those terms also. Right, no need to mention that anode and cathode. Right, you can just write X and Y. Right, number 2. Then now here, name the materials used for electrodes. I told you earlier, those electrodes when we are selecting, they should not interact with any reaction happen with the electrolysis. Then now what are the 2 electrodes we used here? One is, I told you, what is that? Carbon, and other one we called as platinum. And now you have to mention that answer here. Right? Then now third question. Then now within the third one, now we are mentioning, now this is the setup we already discussed. This is the setup which we received from the question. Then what is X here? Now X means the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal. That means that is the anode. Then now look at this diagram that we explained earlier. Then now you can see positive terminal releasing what? Chlorine gas. Then now if you have clear idea about that process, so you can write it easily, that is chlorine. Okay. Then next one. Then we can mention that write the half reaction taken place at Y. Now here you can see the negative electrode we are labeling as Y here. Then now here you can see negative electrode receiving positive ions. Now there are 2 positive ions receiving, I told you, sodium ion as well as hydrogen ion. Right? Then now I told you, now which one get reduced here? Right? The low reactive one. Then now that means hydrogen receiving electrons. Therefore, now as a balanced chemical equation, we can mention 2 hydrogen ions taking 2 electrons and forming hydrogen gas. Right? Then now we can identify as observation gas bubbles, hydrogen gas bubbles evolve from Y. So you have to write the equation properly. And now most important one is, while you are writing here, better to write the physical state here. Now here not mentioned in the physical state here. Then hydrogen ions you have to mention aqueous form here. Then hydrogen gas you have to mention in gaseous form. That means mention as G there. Okay. Right. Then next one. Then now here, what is the compound remain in the solution at the end of the electrolysis? Now look at the setup again. Right. Now when we mention, now there are 4 ions here. Now what are the 4 ions? Sodium ion, chlorine ion, as well as hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. Then now you know that hydrogen reach into the negative terminal and released as hydrogen gas. Then no hydrogen ions there. Then second one is, now you can identify that chlorine reach into the positive terminal. Then now it is released as chlorine gas. Then now the chlorine ion in the solution also evolving as a gas. Hydrogen ions in the solution also evolving as a gas. Then now what are the ions remaining there? It's remaining sodium ion and hydroxyl ion. Then sodium ion and hydroxyl ion forming a basic solution we called as sodium hydroxide. So answer should be sodium hydroxide. Okay. Then question number 6. Then it is mentioning, if the terminals of the cells are interchanged, will it affect to the substances produced by the setup? Right. Then now we are mentioning within this setup. Right. Now this is based on the electrolysis. Therefore, when we exchange those terminals even, now you already know both we are using carbon or platinum rods. Therefore, while that reaction is changing there, but no effect for the process here. Therefore, now we can mention it as no effect. Okay. Then now final question. Then now here earlier also I told you, now this electrolysis is one of the very important process which we are using in industrial sector. That means in that electrochemical process. Now one is, we know that now there are so many substances exist in nature, but now they are existing in various ways. Sometimes now they are making that strong compounds or stable compounds. Some are oxides and some are native form there. Then now while we are studying about the activity series, you already know the top level elements. They are presenting it as salt. So we are mentioning stable substances, stable compounds. Then they can be separated by using this method only. This is expensive method even. Therefore, especially when we are extracting some active metals from their natural forms, then we use this electrolysis process. Then earlier other one is, now we mentioned about that now there is a substance forming now during this process by releasing these gases. What is that? Sodium hydroxide. Then now the production of sodium hydroxide also taken place by using this electrolysis. Then there's another one I mentioning with that answer there, electroplating. That is one of the famous area that we are using in electrolysis, because now sometimes now there are some that disadvantageous properties with elements, just like rusting and fading, those things. Then to overcome those disadvantage of the pure metals, then what we can do there, we can coat another layer of that inactive metals on it. Now today now we are using that process as electroplating. That means plating another metallic substance on a conductive material. Most of the time now we know that now if there is a silver ornaments, now we are plating gold, right? Then now we can use it as a gold element by the help of electroplating. Then now most of the vehicles now they are using that alloy wheels. Then now some engine parts, then now they are that chromium and nickel coated there. Then some decorated items, that ornaments, now we are using this electroplating process, right? Then now those are the major things that you have to understand about the electrolysis process. Now here I used only one question, that means one setup, that is aqueous sodium chloride solution, right? Therefore now just like that, now if you are having any other substance, that means now for example aqueous copper sulfate, or even we can mention that acidulated water. Now whatever the substance, that means that ionic form, then now you can go through the questions based on these concepts. So now today we are wind up this session this time. Then on next day now we will meet with a new lesson. Thank you.